carries the truck. It's like 10:29 and he goes downstairs. He's on his own timeline. But I'm one of those like really prompt people, I just like my family was always like, if you're not 5 minutes early, you're late. And I have this one friend who's on the spectrum a little bit, and she's like always 15 minutes late. And I don't understand. If you know you're always going to be 15 minutes late, because her brain works differently than mine. I get it, but I don't get it, if you know what I mean. So what's the impetus for the...
Oh, I usually shower at night, but I showered in the morning this time. And if I put my hair up when it's still wet, it gets like weird. So I'm waiting for it to dry.
There's a thought behind it. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny because for work, this is how my hair is. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, yoga. It's like when you see people in the wild from yoga class, and you're like, oh my god, you have
like
in street clothes?
Yeah.
We could get 7 people in each row if people wanted to move a little bit to make a little more space. So we can get a little cozier.
I did shoulder stand. Yes, offered a few. I'll a little appreciate, but
A little bit more this way. There you go. You're perfect.
okay. Okay, cool. Alright. I think I have the carpet tilt thing going on because I'm finding down. I've been using a chair to practice, like the shoulder stand thing. Sorry.
Hey, Elise, how are you? Good. Just warning you for Shavasana, we are going to have sound bath if you don't want to do that. I know you do. There's going to be sound. Let me move this for you. I think it's weather's so nice. It's a smaller class today. It's so nice.
What's up?
There's nobody on to check the sound with, but I think it's working.
Andy, you want me to teach him?
can change your mind if you want. So what's up, y'all? Anything you want to do today? Core? You're down with that. Boat? Nice. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay. Anyone else? This is boat. Or here. So we'll hit that today. That's good core. That's good core in your back. I tend to teach boat from your spine as compared to your belly. Right? So it's this that we're going to have to work on engaging and getting fired up. This isn't the pose. So to squeeze your belly, to crunch your belly, where's that going to get you? It's not, it's this. Right? So it means we got to activate a bunch of this stuff in our back. So we'll do some of that stuff. Anyone else? All right. All right, here we go. Take a nice seat. That's my brain putting the little puzzle pieces together, right? Like, okay, this is where we're going to go. I show up with nothing. Whatever y'all want to do, that's what we do, right? So, take a nice seat, close the eyes, sit up tall. You know, when I say that as a testament to you all, right? Like, I know almost all of your practices. So if you pick something that you want to work on, right, we're going to work on it. We're going to dive into it. Today's practice will most likely going to be a little challenging, right? When we start playing with core and doing some of these, core right away sets it in motion for a very muscle energy, right, driven practice, which most of my practices are, right, that I do with y'all, because I work on strength and flexibility and mobility with you all, right? But strength is it's kind of like the first one I get into. Your asana is your exercise. So you want to come here and strengthen yourself up. The cool part about yoga is then it does have that balance where flexibility and mobility, we touch. And we play between the two. Muscle energy and organic energy, they play nicely with each other. They fight against each other sometimes. But that's balance, right? That's how you bring balance. Balance isn't always equal, right? You have to overbalance one side to bring it up. So sometimes it might be a little more muscle energy or that hug in or that fire that you're trying to get. And then sometimes it might be the organic side, the softening, the bend, the fold, the twist, the reach. You're going to hear me say things like, you know, there's that blend of power and freedom, right? Power being the muscle energy, freedom being the organic. And within muscle energy, there's organic energy. And within organic energy, there's muscle energy. Right? So everything's always flowing together around each other. And we're going to pull out the parts that we need to make our pose optimal. That's alignment. And as we build through our pose, we're going to try to stay efficient so we don't waste anything. So start here with your breath. Start to tune into it. Find the rhythm of the breath. Find the tempo that's going to become your practice. When we talk about moving with our breath, if our inhale is 2 or 3 seconds, then it's going to take us 2 or 3 seconds to move or to adjust. It's going to take us 2 or 3 seconds to then settle. And that's going to be one of the more challenging things we're going to work on today, is trying to truly stay with our breath. Because we're going to want to rush. And we're going to try to move quickly. And momentum is going to try to dominate. But we know that's one of the challenges. And we're going to dive in. So right here, listen to yourself breathe. Right? That's a refinement, because you don't have to think about your breath. It's going to happen subconsciously. When we think about it, we can use it in a few different ways. Slow down the beginning of the inhale. Push a little more on the end of the exhale. Count out the breath. Bring it to balance. So if the inhale's 2 or 3 seconds, make the exhale the same 2 or 3 seconds. And maybe find Ujjayi breath where the air begins to rebound off the back of the throat. We say we hold the breath close to us in Ujjayi. Next inhale, let the arms lift. And let the exhale bring the fingertips and the knuckle pads to root, so that the heels of the hands lightly touch. So we're pushing strong underneath our fingertips, strong underneath the knuckle pads, those main knuckle pads. But the heels of your hands are just gently touching. That's going to be the same placement that we're going to use on the floor. Now take a couple breaths here. Bring the breath to that space between your palms. And we say it travels down our arms into the back of our heart, and from the back of our heart out in front of us. One time together to initiate our practice. Together, the sound of Om. All together. Deep breath in. Softly bow our heads to our hearts, our heads to each other's hearts. Inhale, lift the head, open the eyes, release the hands. Just real quick, before we get going, Elizabeth is going to do a little sound bath for y'all in Shavasana. We both understand that if that is a little bit too much for you at the end, and you want to wrap up and you want to go chill out a different way, totally fine. No one's going to take any offense to that. But it's a beautiful little thing if you want to lay around and listen to those sounds as you kind of go into that Shavasana, right? But I figure I'll start out with that because some of you that are, need to kind of go in a different direction, that's cool, right? We're all the same, but we're all a little different, right? That's how we're always going to honor and play that game up in here, right? So that'll happen at the end. All right, let's go downward dog. So right away, right, we're going to kind of kick it up a little bit. We're going to feel some of this strength starting to happen. So first downward dog, bend the knees. Take them nice, bend them nice and deep. Yep. Take a look at your hands and make sure those pointer fingers are straight forward or turned out a little bit. Spread your fingers evenly and root down into those fingertips and those knuckle pads. Now keep your forearms lifting up. Keep your inner biceps lifting up. When you lift your inner biceps, you're going to feel your shoulders move out away from your neck. You want that. You're getting broad and open in your chest and your upper back. Feel your side bodies lengthening. Now as you push your hands down and forward, take your chest back towards your toenails. There's the opener in the arms. There's the work in the upper back. Right? We said we were going to feel that area. One more breath. Exhale, lower your knees. Low mountain. Hug the forearms in. Hug the shins in. Yep. Sweep the heels. Pull the heels to the butt. Get those legs to fire up into the hips. Upper body. Pull the energy up the arms into the chest. The upper back, right? Feeling the shoulders lock in. Slide the back of your neck towards the ceiling. Yep. And then from here, work cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back. Lift the sit bones. Reach through the crown of the head. Exhale, round the back. Look to your belly. Lengthen your sit bones towards your heels. Your inhale, arch. Your exhale, round. Now, in downward dog, we were feeling what it was like to get to that neutral thoracic extension, right? So neutral thoracic extension is like mountain pose, like when you're standing up. Here now, in cat-cow, you're going to feel that you can really arch the back a little bit more, right? We're in that back bend. We're further than we were in that downward dog. So feel the ranges of motion now. If you want to get into your upper back or your neck a little more, you're going to look to your belly nice and deep. You want to get into your lumbar spine, you're going to lengthen the sit bones towards the backs of the knees. One more, and then come to a neutral position. So low mountain. Step back to plank. Here's the power, right, that we're going to start to draw in. Now notice here, lift the hips, push back to downward dog. Notice how right away you're holding on to that power. Now use that energy to now take this pose a little bit deeper. So keep lifting the arms up, keep sliding the back of your neck towards the front of the room. Take the chest back towards the toenails, feel the spine, one of our big spots today. Now engage your legs. Now start to pedal the heels. So reach the right leg down, inhale it up, exhale the left down. Inhale it up, take the right. Remember the 2 or 3 seconds? So if your inhale is 2 or 3 seconds, it should take 2 seconds to lift your foot. 2 seconds to lower your heel to the floor. Yeah, that's where the shit kind of feels like slow motion, right? But it's not, it's just you working with your breath. And then come to a neutral position when you balance both sides out. Next inhale, come forward to plank, exhale back to downward dog. So now we're going to get a little more dynamic. Inhale, come forward to plank, exhale back to downward dog. Nice, y'all, keep it going. Work with your breath. Remember the 2 or 3 seconds? So it'll take 2 seconds to come forward to plank. That's a long time. And it'll take 2 seconds to push back to downward dog. Sometimes in life, 2 seconds isn't long, right? But in yoga, 2 seconds, we get a lot of shit done in 2 seconds. Think of all the alignment that you find in just that half of a breath. Next one, as you come forward to plank, let the exhale lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. So we're overbalancing here, right? We're working the upper back a little more because we know it's deficient. So we're spending a couple extra breaths here. Now, everybody, we don't want our shoulders like this. We want our shoulders like this. Yeah. And then lower the chest, push up through plank, back to downward dog. We're trying to peel the front by engaging the back. The muscles between your shoulder blades are your rhomboids. Those are muscles that tend to be kind of deficient. They turn off as the upper back rounds and then the shoulder blades protract out to the sides. And the head falls forward and the shoulders round, right? That's one of our classic misalignments. So here in yoga, we don't want to reinforce any of that. We're trying to do exactly the opposite. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, baby cobra. Take the 3 nice breaths. It's like my little cue is always squeeze the marshmallow between your shoulder blades here in cobra. Then after the 3 breaths, back to chaturanga or lower your chest. That's playing with the power, right? Push up the plank and back to downward dog. That little pop back to chaturanga is just something that we throw in to kind of challenge yourself a little more. One more breath. Exhale, lower the knees. Tiger pose. Inhale, take the heel to the sky. Exhale, bring the knee to the chin or the chest. Inhale is going to take the heel to the sky. Remember the 2 or 3 second thing. Exhale is going to bring it to your chin or your chest. Let's do 5 on the right, and then we'll do 5 on the left. Now, as your right knee comes through, let it just scrape the mat. We don't want to come up too high because then we're going to peel out of that left hip. We don't want that. We want to keep the integration here, the connection. Like you're holding the ceiling up with your heel. And then after your 5, lower your right knee down. We'll work side 2. It's good extension out of the hip. So we're firing up that back body in the back of the hip, muscles that are deficient. We're very hip flexor dominant, right? Here we're working hip extensors. That's what you're doing when you're reaching your heel to your sky. That's extension in your hip. Flexion is when you're bringing the knee to your chin or your chest, like when we sit in a chair, right? After your 5, lower your left knee down. We'll meet back in that low mountain. Look at the low back here. Solid. Now, how's that happening? Belly button to spine. So here's your belly button. You're going to draw it back to your spine. I always call these your shutters, the bottom of your ribs. You're going to close the shutters. That's the engagement in the abdominal wall. Now hold that. Step back to plank. Pull all that power in. Hold that. Nice, y'all. Push back, downward dog. All right, feel how the poses, you're getting deeper. We're trying to build up to these, right, and make them more efficient. Yeah, these are beautiful. Keep pushing those hands down and forward and keeping the arms lifting up. Take the chest back towards the toenails. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Psoas, one of your core muscles. Psoas main hip flexor. So as you're pulling that knee to the chest, right? That's one of the muscles we're working. Now here, high in your fingertips of your blocks, because we want the spine, remember, neutral thoracic extension like Tadasana. What's our misalignment? So we don't want to reinforce that, right? We're trying to get back to neutral. Now keep pushing down and keep dragging that back heel, that front heel back and those back toes forward, and hug the shins in so you're pulling the power up the legs into the hips. Go to the chakras, so pelvic floor, pull up. Pull your belly button in. Pull your shutters closed. Your heart's reaching out front, your throat's back. Yep, gaze where your looking's out in front of your mat. Reach through the crown of the head. One more breath. Exhale, lower the back knee. Inhale the arms in front, plug them in. Take them up overhead. You come up front if you want, Elena. You come up here. If you want to go there, you're welcome, but up here if you want to go too. Now, drag the back knee forward. Bring that left hip forward like you're hugging to the inside of your right thigh. Go back to root chakra. Pull up. Yep. Even go past crown. Reach through your thumbs. And now curl back into the pose. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Lift the back knee. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice, y'all. Nice poses. Stay with your breath. Remember the 2 or 3 second thing. It's going to be real easy to go quick. You're not running or jogging, right? So your breath isn't, right? So we don't need to move that fast. Your breath is still pretty controlled. For most of us, our heart rates are probably still under 100. So we're still pretty low. Reach your left leg straight back. Step it through. Lunge. So hug that knee to the chest as you step it through. We always do a lot of hip flexor stretches in yoga, right? That's how you strengthen the hip flexors. Holding that knee towards your chest. Now keep pushing down and get the weight into the legs here. Your hands are just there. Your arms are there for connection, right? The power of this pose is going to be in the legs. Now keep that back heel sweeping out because it's going to try to fall in. It's going to try to do this on you. So you're going to keep the energy sweeping out. And you're going to keep pushing down and hugging in. And then as the back heel reaches back, the front knee reaches forward, the crown of the head reaches forward, you even expand and try to open side to side. And then exhale, lower the back knee. When you're ready, the arms come up. If you need to stop and plug. If you go right up because you have that control, go for it. If you need to stop and feel, then stop and feel how the head of the arm bone roots. And then take the arms up slowly. Now keep the shutters closed because they're going to try to blow open. Yep. And as you drag the back knee forward, it's getting better in the front of the thigh. Pull the belly button in. It's getting better in the front of the thigh. The shutters is going to lift the spine. And now start to curl back into the pose. Awesome, y'all. Exhale the hands down. Lift the back knee. Downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Remember the 2 or 3 second thing. Yeah, nice, y'all. Remember, it should kind of feel like slow motion. Look forward, bend your knees. Step or jump between your hands. Swing your arms up. Take a big reach. Pull that belly in. Sit bones down. Now, keep your hips from coming forward like this. So how do you do that? You're going to get your heels heavy. You're going to take your inner thighs back. You're going to keep your belly in so your sacrum goes back. You're going to keep your shutters closed. Now, take your head and your throat back. Now take your arms back and maybe curl back into the pose a little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Take a nice breath here. Fill the ribs before you pull the shoulders back. Now take the shoulders back. That's how we get that nice peel off the sternum. Breathe here. Up towards like where the front of the room, the ceiling and the wall are meeting. Yeah, feel the ribs expand. And then exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Take that right hand behind your back, left hand to your elbow. Same thing here. Now, this one, anytime that the shoulder blades, like in this pose, anytime the shoulder blade is going to do this, it creates anterior pelvic tilt. So this is a big fight, right? That's the challenge here. We want to try to control all this. It's the same thing here. Rather than trying to do this and lose your shutters, pull your shutters closed and push your head back in your forearm and use that force feedback to stand up nice and tall. Yeah, instead of just losing something that you worked real hard for. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Swap side two. Like that engagement wasn't free, right? You worked for it. Actually, technically in this moment, you paid for it, right? If we really break it down. Yeah, it's hard work keeping those shutters closed, but that's the game. See, this is a better look than this because I can start. Exhale, release. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend. Swing the arms up. Sit back into Utkatasana, chair pose. So you want your butt to go back before your knees bend. Glute median piriformis are stabilizers in the pelvis, right? We want the stability. Pull your bellies in. In chair pose, your sit bones gently reach down, not up. That's how you keep your lumbar spine nice and full. Sit back deeper. Fire your legs up. Pull your bellies in. Pull your shutters closed. Sit back deeper. This isn't the pose. It's here. Sit back deeper. Yeah. Push down, rise up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Remember, the misalignments of life are always going to try to dominate the pose. You got to balance it out with the alignment. So what is the misalignment in life? Anterior pelvic tilt, right, in our pelvis. Sit bones are going up to the sky. You're doing the exact opposite. It's belly button in and sit bones down. With the exception of cat-cow, I'm trying to think of poses that are going to do that. Maybe tiger pose, but everything else is going to be sit bone down. That's just going to be neutral for us. Roll to the outside of the right foot, stack the left foot on top or in front. Now, when we do core, I tend to hit this a little earlier with y'all because we're going to stack it up. So turn the bicep forward so you root into the upper back. And then push out of your big toe mound so you charge the legs. Now, bring your left hip forward so it stacks up on top of your right. That's when you get those obliques to kick on. Inhale, come back to plank, push back, downward dog, take a breath. Roll to the outside of the left foot, stack the right foot on top or in front. Bring your hand back where it was and keep your pointer finger straight forward. Yep, because that's going to keep your shoulder back. Keep your hips up. Yeah, so keep pushing down. Now bring that right hip forward. It's going to get challenging when you stack it up. That's the game. Inhale, come back to plank, push back, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. Right? The shit isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be really challenging because you're on one arm and the outside of your foot, right? I've been saying that the past few weeks, like put it in relation, right? What's the relation here? Okay, wow, it's going to be really challenging. I'm not going to set myself for failure and be like, oh, this shit's easy. It's not easy, right? None of it is easy. It's all pretty challenging, but it's fun, right? And that's how it balances out. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Fire that lunge. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana, one crescent. So now we'll go up a little higher, right? We'll play with it a little more. We worked on the power in our legs. Keep that. The power in the upper trunk to get the lift. Keep that. But now the freedom's going to be soften into the lead knee. Yep. Curl back, maybe into the pose. One more breath. Exhale the hands down. Step back, downward dog. Take a breath. Reach the left leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Remember, I'm going to be ahead of you. Work on your breath, not my voice. Fire it up. Inhale, come up, Virabhadrasana, one crescent. So we're moving faster. We're challenging ourselves, right? Stay with your breath. Keep that right hip coming forward. Keep the right thigh lifting, but the left thigh softening down. Get the lift, hug the beach ball between the forearms to feel that you get this nice tall lift in the upper trunk, and then maybe curl back into pose. Exhale the hands down, step back, downward dog. Nice, y'all. Work through one vinyasa. Keep the pace. Heart rate probably came up a little bit, right? Because those are pretty powerful poses, warrior poses. But still not the jogging or running, right? Keep pushing the hands down and forward. Take the chest back towards the toenails. Now the trick here in downward dog is to get the weight into your legs. So you're doing that by keeping the arms lifting up and pushing the hands down and forward. Then the weight goes back into the legs. Keep breathing here. Don't let your head hang, your chin hang to the floor. So slide the back of your neck forward to like where the ceiling and the wall meet. If your chin falls, your neck, your cervical spine goes. Next, your thoracic spine and your back and your upper back rounds. We're looking for the exact opposite here, right? We're looking for that neutral extension, the spine to be straight. Keep breathing. Beautiful poses. Reach the right leg straight back, step it through, lunge. Spin the back heel, come up warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. So warrior poses, lots of power, right? In warrior 2, there's not a lot of like organic energy. The only thing that's really organic here is you're going to bring your gaze over your middle finger and you're going to soften your face. The rest is pretty much full on here. So keep pushing down. Keep ripping that front heel back and that back arch forward. And you're going to feel the power coming up the legs. Hold it in your hips. Pull your pelvic floor up. Yep. Right on up. Belly. The shudders. You're going to a little bit. There it is. Now bring your gaze right over the middle finger. Yep. Take the palm up for 2 seconds or 3 seconds. Yeah, your breath is in 1 second, so it's try breath. That's one of our focuses that we're going to work on. Challenging. Now take a nice breath in the side of the ribs. Yep, and maybe curl back one more. And then inhale, come back to that warrior 2. Spin your hands down to the floor. Spin that back heel up, downward dog. Move through one vinyasa. Nice pace, y'all. Beautiful. Reach the left leg straight back. Step it through, lunge, spin that back heel, come up warrior 2. Fire this pose up, right? Remember, lots of muscle energy. This warrior does not make it off the battlefield, right? This shit is full on. Everything. You're hugging every muscle you have into bone. Right? That's how you're going to get, that's an isometric engagement, an engagement without movement. Pull the bellies in and the shutters close. You're going to feel that spine get nice and tall, and then bring that gaze right over that middle finger. And now breathe. Now slowly take the palm up. Nice, y'all. Come back into that reverse warrior. That back thigh is going to try to come forward. Don't let it. Keep sticking your butt back on the right side. It might want to pull the left knee in because the inside of the left thigh is what we're stretching. The top of the right thigh is what we're rooting. Now take one more breath here. And then as the inhale comes back up to that warrior 2, take the breath, spin the hands down to the floor, spin the back heel up, downward dog. Work through one vinyasa. When you get back to downward dog, exhale, lower your knees. Sit back on your heels, grab a drink. Wipe your face, whatever feels good. Full breath in, complete breath out. So I used to go up to the teacher trainers and I used to be like, are you writing my sequence down? I don't allow people to write until one time, like, they took it like to heart. And I was like, oh my God, like, I'm the oldest brother, so I'm used to like busting chops, right? Like I'm good at that shit. And they took it way too serious. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I was totally kidding, right? It backfired on me. You're supposed to laugh in yoga, right? It's supposed to be fun. We're here to have fun for sure. I just said it before. You paid for this shit, right? Might as well be fun. All right, come on, let's keep going. All fours, hands and knees. Take a couple breaths. Now, two options here. We'll go spinal balance, right arm up, left leg back, or step back to plank and go right arm left. So you could either be here, okay, we'll be here, or we could be in our plank, right? We could be here, whatever one you want to work. One is not better than the other, all right? So here we go, set up wherever you want to be. And when you're ready, inhale, right arm up, left leg back. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, exhale, lower. Left arm up, right leg back. Lift from the inner upper edge of the forearm, the inner upper edge of the thigh. Exhale, lower. Now put it with your breath. Inhale, right arm up, left leg back. Exhale, lower. Your next breath, left arm, right leg. Now don't lift your heel up too high. If you lift your heel up to the sky too high, it's going to bring your belly button to the floor. That's how you know you went too far. You're going into hyperextension of the hip, and it's forcing anterior pelvic tilt in your pelvis. Remember, we don't want that. So only have the toes, if your knees are down off the floor, maybe about like 4 or 6 inches. In plank, you're probably about a little less. One more. So if you started on the right arm, finish on the left. And then we'll all meet back in all fours. Nice, y'all. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Step back to plank. Oh, am I burning you out over there? Really? That's an honor. Oh, okay. I was like, wow, I'm proud of myself here. And then back to downward dog.
If you were, I wouldn't let you know.
I know you wouldn't. Pedal the heels, swivel the hips. Yeah, we're going to start to rev the engine up again. And then come to neutral. Work through one vinyasa. Right hand to the outside of the left calf or shin. Take the twist here in downward dog. So now you really got to push that left hand down and forward, because now we only have one arm to hold us up with. Inhale, unwind, swap side two. So that's a different challenge. That's it. Power in that arm. Inhale, unwind. Next inhale, come forward to plank. Shoulders are on top of the wrist crease. Keep turning your hands out and go a little wider. Yeah, bring those even more out this way. Like, you okay with the touch? This way. There. Yeah. Yeah. Because that gets your shoulder back. Keep those hips up. Yeah. For you, it's up here. Yep. Don't let your chin fall to the floor. It's going to try to. And then your neck and your upper back are going to go with it. Keep those hips up. Keep breathing here. Keep pushing down. Come up higher. Yep. Keep reaching your heels back behind you. Keep reaching the crown of your head forward. Keep those hips up. Where are we at, Trina?
1 minute.
1 minute. Push back, downward dog. Look forward, bend your knees. Step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up. Nice, y'all. Stay with your breath. Belly in, sit bones down, maybe curl back. Working that upper back today, right? Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward.
In half fold, you really feel that like neutral position of the spine. Keep that. Drag your fingers back towards your toes, and it's going to pull your spine forward. We're making space. Now go ahead and fold into the pose. Yep, you can do that again. You can inhale, look forward, you charge the legs, you charge the spine, and then you fold into the pose, right? There's that play of muscle and organic energy. You can stay active like that with each breath, or you can stay a little more static. It's not a right or a wrong, it's just whatever you want out of the practice in that moment. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a nice big reach. Let the right hand grab that left wrist, plug the right leg up for the balance. Let the hips settle to the left just a little bit, side bend to the right. Now, if you feel like having that foot down, you can. If you want to play with the balance, you're plugging up and you're hugging, holding here. Inhale, come back up, swap the hand and the foot. We talked about psoas before. Iliacus, iliopsoas, they work together. It's going to kind of get that to happen. And then boom, hip flexors would go the rest of the way. So we're getting good work there in stability. It goes stability, then strength, then power. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take that nice big reach. Maybe curl back. Notice how this is getting a little, I don't want to use the word easy because nothing's easy, but like notice how it's a little more accessible. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. Right leg forward, left leg back, triangle. Trikonasana. So maybe bend into your lead knee like Warrior 2 or Parsva so you can find your distance in triangle. We tend to go short in triangle. So if you bend into the lead knee and you get your Warrior 2, right, then when you straighten your legs, you'll know what the distance is going to be. Because if we're too short on things, right, we're just going to clog the energy and it's not going to be able to flow. So just as important to not be too short, just like to not be too long. Now your front toes are facing 12 o'clock, like to the front of the room. 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Your back toes are just in front of 9 o'clock. Now take that left thigh back. Take your left hip back. Take your left ribs back. Because it wants to do this. So I'm going to take all this shit back. Now get nice and tall here. Breathe up out of your waist. The taller you get, the more space you're making in your hip to now hinge at the right side of the hip. Bring the hand down to the block or the floor. Again, no space, nowhere for us to move into, right? We make space with the muscle energy, and then we move into the space with the organic. Now keep the power in the legs, because it's easy to let them go. Pull up the pelvic floor again, and your belly and your shudders. Now you could even rotate open. So take the top of the ribs back and the bottom of the ribs forward. Bring your arm forward this way so it's not your shoulder blade. You okay with the touch? You want to go this way, like here. Now rotate this back. Yeah. Instead of this. Feel that? That was a good, that was a good feeling. One more breath, or a good move. That was tight. I couldn't get my words out. I'm so excited. Push down. Inhale, come up. Bend into that lead knee, Warrior 2. Elbow. Sweep your bicep up on your cheek. I tell you all the time, right? I love watching y'all do yoga. I love it as much as my own practice, right? I love watching y'all opening up more. Or the floor. Go back to the belly and the shudders. And you step forward, top of the mat, let the hands meet, Anjali Mudra. That's how we activate the back of the hip, right? You know, I always talk about sneaky therapeutics. That step forward, that's good glute and hamstring, good extension. Let's go side two. Left leg forward, left foot forward, right leg back. So now this time, 12 o'clock is your left foot. 3 o'clock we're just in front of with the right. toes turn forward that little bit, it gives you the internal rotation, the internal rotation of your thigh, right? Instead of external, which is disintegration, right? We want integration. Now get nice and tall. Remember, it's right thigh back, right hip back, right ribs back, right shoulder even. Get nice and tall. And then hinge at the left side of the hip. Now we just did side crescent. We're not trying to be in side crescent here, but that's where the negative energy wants to take us. So the positive energy is going to be squeeze your right side, so muscle energy on the right. Organic energy on the left, like open it up. And then if you're going to rotate open, don't let the shoulder blade do it. Let the spine and the obliques start to rotate you. Yeah, maybe look up. Push into that front heel, come up tall. Bend into the lead knee, warrior two, take the breath. Then the elbow goes to the thigh, and we sweep the arm up. If we want to stop and plug in, stop and plug in. You want your bicep right here next to your cheek. Like if you look up, you're looking right into your arm. If the hand's going to go down to the block or the floor, go ahead and extend it. And then we're going to work that little rotation, top of the ribs back and bottom of the ribs forward. Now settle into the pose. Go back to the breath. If your legs are shaking, good. Right? The core, good. That's what we want. We're getting to the edge. Now push down into that front heel. Inhale, come up tall into warrior two. Then push from that right foot to the left heel as you step forward. Let the thumbs come, catch your heart. Right? Flick your heart forward. Let your eyes close. Full breath in, complete breath out. Take a few of those. Nice, y'all. Gently open the eyes, release the hands. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a big reach. Maybe curl back that little bit. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up, take a big reach. Root down into your left foot. Inhale your right knee up. Hands by the side will give you a little more hug in. This will be a little more accessible. This will be a little more challenging. Maybe kick the leg out. You could take your hands behind your thigh if this helps make it a little more accessible. You can take your hands up. Yep, one more breath. Bend the knee. Slowly lower down. Take a breath. Lift the left knee up. Keep this left hip lowering down as you keep this right hip lifting up. If you want to straighten the leg out, straighten the leg out. You're going to go hands behind the thigh, whatever feels good. Yep, one more breath. Bend the knee. Lower the leg. Fold. Nice, y'all. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog. Move through your vinyasa 3 times. Yeah, keep that pace, y'all. Reach the right leg straight back. Come forward, right knee to left elbow. Unwind, take the heel back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Come forward, right knee to left elbow. Back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. This time come forward, take that right leg, kick it out to the side. See if you can hold that leg up. Yeah, keep the foot off the floor. Inhale, unwind it, take it back to where the ceiling and the wall meet, and then exhale, lower it down. We've been working on that. Left leg up. Left knee to right elbow. Come back. Back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Come forward. Knee to opposite elbow. Back to where the ceiling and the wall meet. On this third one, if you want to try to straighten the leg out to the side, hold that leg up. Go for it. And then unwind. Yep. Lower that left leg. Inhale, come forward to plank. Keep breathing. It's getting tough right now, right? It's supposed to be. We're challenging ourselves. Now, your belly buttons are in, and your sit bones should be reaching towards your heels a little bit, not up to the sky. That's the misalignment.
I think I've ever done a class with you when you did 2 plank holds. Just saying.
This is how strong y'all are, right? Lift the right heel up. Don't go too high because it's going to bring your belly button forward. Exhale, lower. Take the left leg up. Those arms shaking? That's good. Yeah. Lower that left leg down. Take another breath here. Now slowly lower to your bellies. Right? Hit the floor. The air conditioning's on, right? Well worth it. All right, take your right hand underneath your chest. Bend your left knee. Reach back. Grab your ankle, your foot, or your strap. Well worth the second plank hold, all right? A little AC and the floor. Now, hug your knees in, because knees work awesome this way and terrible this way. So if we start taking our leg out this way, we're tweaking our knee. So adductor, hug to the midline, and pull your heel towards your sit bone. But before you do that, neutralize your pelvis. We've talked about that a couple times today. You're going to go belly button to spine, pubic bone into the mat, or sit bones to the backs of your knees, however you want to think of your pelvis, front or back. Front of your pelvis is like belly button and pubic bone. Back of your pelvis is sacrum and sit bones. So however you want to think of neutralizing. Watch the boing as you release, swap the hands. Because what happens if we don't neutralize our pelvis? It crams our lumbar spine, right? It keeps initiating this, which is our misalignment, and we're trying to get this. That shit's harder than it seems though, right? It looked easy. It's really challenging. So move slow. If you still feel it in your low back, bring your forehead to your forearm, and that will neutralize the spine more, and then it'll make it more accessible. To be up in the prep is way more challenging. To neutralize your pelvis, I mean. Watch the boing as you release. Place your hands middle of the chest. Take the shoulders back. Curl the toes. Charge the legs up. Fire your core up. When you're ready, push up the chaturanga. Take a full round of breath. Then push up the plank. Take a full round of breath. Then push back to downward dog. Nice, y'all. That's challenging. That's what we've been working on that for a while, right? It's challenging. But that's the game we play. These look awesome. Don't let those heads hang. Yeah, keep bringing the chest back towards the toenails. Feel that spine. Look forward, bend your knees, step or jump between your hands, swing your arms up, take a big reach. Maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands in front. Spread the toes on that left foot. Inhale the right leg up, open the hip, bring the ankle above the knee. Sit back, standing pigeon. So you want to reach your left sit bone back a little bit more because this wants to happen, right? So we got to overbalance one side. We're going to bring the sit bone on the left side back more. We're going to bring the knee on the right side forward a little bit more. Now we're going to square up, ankle, knee, and hip a little better. Sit back a little deeper. Stay active from your foot like you're pushing on a gas pedal. Keep sitting back. Keep your belly buttons in. Keep your shutters closed. Some of you are going to take the hands down to the block of the floor. Go for it. Some of you are going to go in Ekapala Galavasana. Feel free. Play with what your practice is asking you. Yeah. Yes. One more breath. Nice, y'all. Push down, rise up. Release the leg. Up. Keep your heel heavy. Yep. Look up. Then to the ceiling. Then to the first girder. Then maybe overhead. Then maybe close your eyes. Open your eyes. Exhale, release. Nice, y'all. Swap side two. Spread the toes. The magic to balance, stay in your heel. Your weight in mountain pose, in Tadasana, is meant to be balanced over your heels, not the balls of your feet. Right? When your heel is the size it is for a reason, and all the other bones in your foot are the size that they are for a reason, because that's mobility. This is the stability. So lean back that little bit. Let's try side two. You should be able to move your toes, right, at any moment. So see, at any moment I can move my toes like this. They're connected, but where's the real energy going down into? The heel. And then when you're ready, you can push your hands together. That pulls some energy to the upper body as you sit back. Standing pigeon side two. So now we're going to go right sit bone back a little bit more. And the left knee forward a little bit. Keep going. Yeah. Sit back a little deeper. Stay active from the foot. Remember, the knees aren't great this way. So we're going to protect them with muscle energy. The definition of muscle energy, an engagement to support a joint. That's what we're doing. Maybe go down a little bit further. Yeah, this side, I'm sorry, with the knee is about as far as I can get. Yeah, at least keep lifting that right hip up. One more breath. Work wherever you're at. And then push down into that heel as you come up tall. Now, as you release the leg, hug into the midline like you're squeezing your thighs. Get into that heel. Yep. Then maybe the arms go up. This would be more accessible. Then maybe you start to look to the wall, to the ceiling in the wall, to the girder, all the way overhead. Maybe close the eyes. Keep those toes loose. And then open your eyes, exhale, release. And you all see what I do when I fall over, right? It's go, and then I move on, right? All right, where are we at? Set the feet, sit back as the knees bend, swing the arms up. Maybe curl back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, place the hands, step or jump back, downward dog, move through one vinyasa. Exhale, lower your knees, spin around to a seated position. So your core muscle in your spine is called your multifidus. That's where we want to work right now. We want to lift our spine up. What's the misalignment going to do? Right? I need to be this way. We worked real hard to get all this to energize, right? So this should be accessible for us. Let's give it a try. Now you got two options. You can be here in boat, you could be here. One's not better than the other. It's just going to be wherever you want to take the challenge, okay? So let's set it up. Most of y'all know, I haven't done this with y'all in a while, but I always do Ardha Navasana where we lay back. If you want to lay back into it, give it a try. If you want to stay like lifting up, stay lifting up, right? Again, not better than the other. So let's set it up. Knees are bent, arms are out front. Spread your toes, spread your fingers, because this is the furthest from connection. So if this is turned off, it's going to want to be heavy. Here, it's going to want to be light. Now, lift the knees up. So we're getting a lot of work here at the hip flexor. Now, lift the back of your heart up through the front of your chest. Feel your spine working as compared to this. We want to go this way. Yep. Maybe take the legs straight if you want to. Now, here we go. If you want, halfway back. Yep. Inhale, come up. Keep breathing. Spread your toes, spread your fingers. Halfway down. Control it. Inhale, come up. That 2 or 3 second thing just changed, right? It's getting a little bit quicker because our heart rate's coming up. Inhale, come up. We're going to do 5. Keep breathing. Halfway down. Don't disengage though, right? Inhale, come up. Don't think of your belly. Look at your little toenails or some shit. The rest of us are working hard, right? The rest of your body's working hard. Stay with that. Lift up, one more breath, keep breathing. And exhale, release. Woo. Nice, y'all. That was awesome. All right, grab your mats, find a spot on the wall. We'll go upside down. That was fun. Loved it. And I always do boat with y'all. I never miss out on a good boat ride. I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
I feel bad Shreya's not here. She's a big boat person. She loves this.
Who is?
Shreya.
Oh, yeah. We'll keep that in mind. Well, you know me. I'm going to do that now for a couple weeks. Like, we're a mess with boat.
No, well, she just got back from San Francisco. She was there for a conference.
There'll be plenty of room.
There's a spot over here.
That's okay. There's still going to be plenty. We can still get, I've had 50 plus of y'all up. So there's definitely plenty of room in here today. We'll just tighten our mats up a little bit. There's another one can fit in here. There's another one over here. The back has multiple spots. This side over here has a couple spots open. If you're at home, you don't have the wall to kick up on, you can always bend your knees. As you reach your heel to the sky, interlace your hands behind your thigh, take a bunch of breaths, and then you can swap into side two. If you're at home or in the studio, it's not your day to invert. You're always welcome to go legs up the wall or do a pose that feels good to you, okay, whatever you want. Trina's going to be walking around right away, so if you have any questions with your inversions, you can grab her right away and she'll help you out. Once I get everybody up into downward dog and L pose, then I'll come around, and if you need me, grab me as well, okay? So we did some upper back. Some of y'all could work hollow back today. Strength, one-handed handstand. Any of the tripods, headstands, anything you want to work, any of the variations, you could work on from there too. All right, so play wherever feels good to you. So if you want to stick with me, I'm going to talk everyone through downward dog and L pose. We're going to meet all fours, hands and knees, with our feet touching the wall. If you're going to go on your own, whenever you're ready. Handstand, headstand, tripod, any of those other inversions, go for it. If you're with me, from the all fours, take a couple breaths. We already built this up, right? So we know what this all four, this low mountain, is going to be like. Now lift the knees and the hips, come to a short downward dog. When you're ready, step one foot up the wall, and then the second foot up the wall. Now with your knees bent, you're going to be in downward dog inverted. With your legs straight, you're going to be in L pose. Both poses, you want to bring your chest towards the wall that your feet are on, and you're going to feel a ton of work in your upper back. We want that. And we've been working that spot today, so it's going to be accessible for us. And then you stay up as long as you want, and then when you're ready, you come down. Keep looking forward. Yeah. So. Yeah, bring your feet down just a little more. Oh, yeah. Yep. Your toe is like just about that light height. Yeah. Right, y'all. So in inversions, right, there's a lot of muscle energy. What's the organic energy? To try to soften your face, to try to stay with your breath, right? When you're ass overhead. That's like a huge challenge, but that's how the game's played in this moment, right? It's like, yeah, let's literally take ourselves upside down, but stay as cool, calm, and collected as we are here in Tadasana. What's handstand? It's Tadasana with our arms overhead. What's L pose? Tadasana, hinged at our hip. It's all the same shit, right? It's just we change the shape a little bit, but same actions. That's why like everything I teach y'all is always from mountain pose. How can we represent something here in every pose that we do? Because it's going to be easy to want to wander. Like, you know, like, is this Tadasana? No. Does this want to happen to us sometimes? Yeah. So we know we don't want our foot like this. We got to work here, right? That's the idea of working from mountain pose. All right, give yourself maybe about another minute or so. If you're about to kick up, go for it. If you're inverted out, we're going to meet on... Now we're going to come to a seated position. We're going to meet seated. So here, we want to take our hands behind us, just like they would be in downward dog. So if your hands are like this in downward dog, your hands are going to be like this as they come behind you. Then we're going to take our shoulders back. We're going to charge our legs up. Pull from the pelvic floor right on up. And when you're ready, slowly lift your hips. See, this is my breath. So this is how long I have to take to lift my hips up. Yep. Now let your head settle back a little bit. Now keep the power down into your legs. Keep the power in your arms. Yep. Feel how you can hold your hips up. Not a lot of organic energy here, right? But the work's happening in the back and through the shoulders, the chest. One more breath. Now slowly lower down. You can just do a couple windshield wipers like this.
It's a real challenge to keep the shoulder back.
Might be better for you to externally rotate a little bit more. Yeah. So we're just talking about with like a shoulder injury, how to keep it back. So if you can manipulate it and control, manipulate. If you feel like you can't control it, then you don't want to manipulate it. So you can turn your hands out like this. It's going to take my shoulders back more. The only trade-off to this is it's real easy to bear the weight into the heels of my hands. And I got to get the weight into my knuckle pads like this, right? So as long as you can hold this space, it's going to be great. If you feel like you can't, then you're going to try to work from neutral because it's going to bring you into the inner edge of the hand. So it's a trade-off. It's a good trade-off, but you just want to make sure you control it if you do that. Come on, let's try one more with options. Easy for Trina to understand that. She's been working with me for 10 plus years, right? So it's easy to know what that means. But that's what you want to feel, that you're still not unwinding something, right? And if you're not sure, call me over.
13 to be smart.
13? 13. Now we're dating ourselves. All right, take the shoulders back. Yep. Lift the hips. You want to play? Push down into your right heel. Take your left heel out. Don't let your left hip drop. Keep lifting it up. Yep. Lower down. Slow. Lift up. Release the leg. Slow. Spread the toes. Yep. Lower it down. Take those hips up. And then slowly lower down. Nice, y'all. Lay on your backs. Windshield wiper side to side. Just keep your belly in. Keep your shutters closed here. So we don't just manipulate ribs, we actually rotate through the spine. Next time your knees fall to the right, let them settle there. Nice little open twist. If you want to pull left heel to left sit bone, you get that lateral quad stretch. Release the ankle if it's there. Inhale, come back to center. Let the knees settle to the left. If you want to work the quad stretch, it's right heel to right sit bone. If you want to stay in the nice open twist, stay in the open twist. But no matter what you're in, those belly buttons are working to your spine and your shutters are working close. You hear me say that shit every single pose, right? Because for all of us, that's something that wants to take off on us. We got to bring a little intention to it. Release the ankle if it's there. Inhale, come back to center. Hug your knees to your chest. Maybe give yourself a little hug or make a couple small circles on your low back. and come to neutral. Rock yourself up to a seated position. Take your right leg straight out. Bend your left knee. Reach down to that right sit bone, pull it back and out so that your kneecap and your toes are pointing straight up to the sky. Take your left hand behind you and your right bent elbow to the outside of the knee. Now, with your left hand, push yourself back up so you're nice and tall. Yep. And now twist to the up knee. If you need to twist to the open side, twist to the open side. Otherwise, we're going to twist to the lead knee. Nice and tall here. Any neck issues, keep your head in line with your chest. If you want to peek over the shoulder, you certainly can. Inhale, come back to center. Swap the legs. So see how my leg wants to start out here? We're in that little external rotation. My kneecap's like just over to the right a little bit, or to the left, you looking at me, and my toes are out. So I got to grab the sit bone, the thigh, pull it back and out. I turn the thigh in. That's where I get the kneecap and the toes to come up to the sky. And now I'm charged up, right? I'm sweeping my heel. I'm hugging my shins in. I'm pulling my kneecap up to my waist. I'm pulling my heel to my butt. Right? My legs are full on right now. Hand behind. Sit up tall. Take the twist. Nice, y'all. I don't want to not do it now, but belly in and shutters closed, right? Might as well complete it with all the poses. And then lift, so then we made space, which means we can move into it. We could twist a little bit deeper. And then inhale, come back to center. Take the legs out straight, lay back. Take the arms up overhead, spread your toes, reach your arms, reach your legs. And when you're ready, hug your knees to your chest. Take your knees wide. Come to Happy Baby, Ananda Balasana. So your knees are wider than your shoulders. Keep your sacrum flat. And with your knees nice and wide, you're going to start to draw your knees towards your ears. So if you're holding your feet and you feel like your butt's flying to the sky, just hold the outsides of your shins or your knees. And that'll give you a little more accessibility. If you want to reach one leg out or both legs out or rock side to side, whatever feels good to you. And when you're ready, inhale the knees to center. Exhale the legs out straight. We'll take Shavasana. Beautiful practice, crew. So set yourself up, right? Layers or props, whatever feels good to you. I'm going to talk everyone through laying flat, right? But whatever feels good. And here as we lay back, let the feet start to fall out to the sides a little bit as they roll open. Bring the arms along the sides. Let the shoulders settle back. Let that open palm turn to the sky. Let your head rest back. Maybe let your eyes close and the tongue soften from the roof of the mouth. It's here that we let the body get heavy. The mind softens. It turns back to the breath. And with each exhale, we clear and we remove and we make space. And the inhale draws in the change, something new, something more in line, more in tune. And our heart opens. Gets ready to move the practice from the mat to the practice of life, the yoga of life. the practice of life, there'll be many challenges. Some that we're familiar with, some that are accessible, some that are going to be a little more challenging. But no matter what it is, we don't shy away from it. We just take a breath. And we set a foundation and we engage. We express the best that we have in that moment. Recognizing that with each breath is a new moment. It's another opportunity, another chance. And begin here to draw in a deeper breath. Feel the breath washing over the body, your toes, your fingers, the crown of your head, your heart. We reawaken that better version of ourselves. As the fingers and the toes wiggle, let the arms and the legs stretch or reach or move in a way that feels good to you. Taking your time, moving slowly, consciously. When you're ready, you can hug your knees to your chest and just roll to the right side. Take a breath or two here. When you're ready, pushing yourself up to a seated position, we'll meet together with our eyes closed and our hands in front of our hearts. And one more time to seal in our practice, our time together with our Kula, our yoga family. Together, the sound of Om. All together, deep breath in. Beautiful. As we softly bow our head to our heart, our head to each other's hearts. For all of that hard work and that determination, that challenge, the love and the support you always give each other, it's to you that I bow. Namaste. Crew, super fun as always. Super fiery class. Great job. Thank you for the sound bath, Elizabeth. If you have any questions or anything, poses of your body, grab us before you go. If you got any questions about sound bath, all right, before you go, grab us.
When is the next one? June 17th.
Thanks, y'all. Maybe I'll see some of y'all next week. If not, I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Larry.
You're welcome. If anyone's interested,